G'day everyone, I'm the Red Scar and this is Red Scar Gaming. Today I'm doing a quick summary of how my Esper Faeries deck went in the draft. Yes, just sort of go through every card individually. Fairy Dream Thief was, for a 1-drop, perfectly fine. Helped me, I think that only one time I played it. It certainly didn't win me the game, but it's, didn't do badly. Plunge into Winter though was very well spent, I think. I did use it most games, if not all of them, because tapping target creature certainly let me get an attack through occasionally, which very much helped. In that draw card, scry one, then draw a card is even better. I don't think I used Spell Stutter as much as I probably wanted to, but it was certainly in the right deck at least. Like I have enough fairies that it's a good card. Barrow Naughty was sort of the sort of standard as far as which creature I might play. Having two of them certainly helped, and the lifelink, I don't know about winning me the game, but it certainly kept me a bit more alive. Obira probably wasn't as useful this time as it was last time, but I mean, I'm certainly not complaining. Did a little bit more damage to my opponent this time, maybe, but I don't think like won me the game or lost me the games or anything, so a bit sort of average is maybe the word. Prophetic Prism, I think I only used once actually, so it wasn't a bad choice, but I didn't might have been able to use it in a bit of a worse situation, so maybe I'm glad I didn't use it. Discerning Financier, I don't think I got any triggers from it this draft, which I suppose I shouldn't be disappointed in, because if I don't need its trigger, then that's a bonus. But maybe activating its ability would have helped. I think the few times I did play it, it actually got destroyed pretty quickly. If I'm remembering correctly, one of my opponents basically destroyed target Financier, which hopefully means that it would be a big threat otherwise. The other time I think I used it as a chump blocker. So, I mean, it certainly wasn't useless. Maybe it could have been a better pick that time, but that's alright. Mocking Sprite. Once again, I think it was useful, but maybe I shouldn't be picking it. Just because, it's making all those like counter spells and that sort of thing a bit easier to cast. Am I relying too much on it? Yeah, not sure. Maybe. Quick study. I don't think I actually cast it at all this draft, but if I remember correctly, I did discard it a few times, which I'm not complaining about. It just didn't quite do what its mother wanted it to do. Talion's Messenger, on the other hand, I played, I think, nearly every game actually. Drew me a lot of cards. That was my first pick, if I'm not mistaken. And essentially why I'm playing fairies again. Did a good job of drawing and became pretty big several times. If not 8/8, was certainly 3/5 a few times, I think. Getting 4 ice out was certainly helpful. I think I may have cast one every game. And I don't know if I won any games because of it, but it certainly helped. So and getting 4 of them certainly helped as well. Threadbind Clique. I remember there was, I think it was game 3. The rip the seams did very well for me. I got very lucky in that draw. As the 3/3 flying, I think I only cast it once, but I mean, look, it's fine. It did well enough. Stingblade Assassin. I don't think I used it properly at all. Maybe for 4 mana, it's just a little bit too expensive for what it's doing as a 3/1. Like maybe if it was a 1/3, it would be better. But yeah, look, I am not quite sure. I suppose I'm not unhappy with that pick, but just didn't quite do how I intended it to. Charmed Clothier, in a similar sense, while once again it wasn't a win condition, it helped a bit. Is maybe 5 mana a bit too much for what that should cost someone in a draft? It being my most on paper powerful creature, maybe I shouldn't be picking that. But yeah, it didn't do anything bad, and I don't remember it being a nuisance in my hand or anything. Definitely glad I dropped the other two of them I had in there. But yeah, it's not certainly not terrible. And the ward ability that the Royal token probably helped a bit too. Spectre of Mortality, I think I only played it once, and it was basically a board wipe at that stage. If I'm remembering correctly, I maybe shouldn't have cast it that turn. Though in hindsight, it's a lot more difficult to talk about it at the time. I think it was a good pick. Maybe I could have used it a bit better, or maybe the situation I did use it in could have been better. But yeah, look, I'll go with that, and yeah, still a good pick. And yeah, all the lands still pretty good. Crystal Grotto, I think I used the mana converting a few times. I'm certainly not going to rely on it, but a Scry 1 is probably more important than the fact that I can convert another color. Evolving Wilds, I don't think I used that at all, did I? But I'd still pick it though. It's a good card to have in a draft. Archon's Glory. So to my sideboard. Archon's Glory. I'm pretty sure that I am still happy that I don't use that, because the bargain ability is pretty much the thing that makes that good. And at least in my deck as I'm running it at the moment, I don't think bargaining is really what I want to be doing. Toonvale Guide, yeah, for 4 mana, only occasionally having lifelink. Yeah, it's not that great, at least in the experience that I had. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't put them in the deck. And yeah, as I said before, I'm glad I didn't keep 4 Charmed Clothier. Maybe in hindsight I should have kept a third instead of something else. Maybe Stingblade Assassin, maybe, just off the top of my head. But yeah, it's hindsight is sort of the key in that sense. Sleight of Hand. Yeah, I don't think that would have contributed much. Just thinking what it would have taken out. Maybe Prophetic Prism, maybe. Yeah, just for the simple being able to draw a bit too much, but a bit more. I mean, but yeah, I don't think it would have been particularly useful. Disdainful Stroke maybe would have been better than, say, Ice Out or Spell Stutter, but yeah, just trying to remember if there was any cards in particular that cost 4 or more mana that were a particular threat to me. Yeah, I can't think of anything major off the top of my head anyway. Yeah, that is the one advantage that the like of Ice Out and Spell Starter have, that it doesn't have to meet a requirement. It's just target spell, counter it. So yeah, I'm still glad it was in my sideboard at the very least. I suppose maybe take an Ice out of the deck to have Disdainful Stroke, but yeah, whether it was better or not, yeah, I'm not sure. Diminish Your Witch, yeah, I don't think I needed her at all, especially with the bargain ability for 3/2. She's not great. Not Dead After All. I don't think that would have been helpful, at least much. It might combo well with Stingblade Assassin, because you play Stingblade Assassin, kill something, then block with Stingblade Assassin, cast that. Yeah, might help, but yeah, look, I'll maybe save that one for next time. And what else have I got here? Sugar Rush. I didn't cast that at all. I don't think there was any situation where. Actually, sorry, I was just about to say I don't think there was any situation I needed that, but I can think of, was it game 5 that I got my opponent down to 1 life, If I'd had Sugar Rush in hand, that certainly would have helped. But yeah, look, that's the one time it would have helped. So yeah, I'm not complaining that it wasn't in my main board. Wicked Visitor, yeah, I definitely didn't need that. Leaping Ambush is green, and so is Toadstool Admirer. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So that was that draft. Ultimately, I got 3 wins, 3 losses, better than last time. So yeah, that's pretty good. Thank you for watching. See you next time, probably another draft.